dear children, I am Anupama and I welcome you once again to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. Today I am here to teach you a lesson in English for grade 9. Lesson number is 6, Weathering the Storm in Ersama. My dear children, we have already started with the chapter explanation. Almost we have done with 3 episodes of this chapter explanation. Today will be the concluding session of this chapter. So before we actually continue with today's session, let's recapitulate everything in nutshell, whatever we have studied till now. This is a story, this is a real account of a super cyclone which slammed Odisha state and almost all the villages that covered Odisha state in the year 1999, October 27. The super cyclone, the devastation of super cyclone was so horrible that it almost killed 10,000 people. More than 2.5 lakh animals were dead. More than 3.5 lakh villages were being swept away. We even have seen that the super cyclone stayed or it continued its disaster for 2 dreadful nights. And we have even started with the story of Prashant, who is the main character of the story. What we could see that Prashant, who lived in Kalikuda, he left his place and he had been to his friend's village which was 18 kilometers away from Kalikuda. The village where he had been to, where he had gone to meet his friend is Ersama. I told you where is Ersama, it's in Jagatsinghpura district of Odisha state. So the evening when he had been to this place, this village Ersama, he could see that the hovering clouds that gathered, he did not have any idea that that is the sign or signal of super cyclone which is going to slam or which is going to destroy everything in coming couple of hours. We even could see that continuously for 2 dreadful nights, Prashant and his friend's family, all of them together marooned on the roof of their pakka house where they can save themselves from the flood water. They were there, they had to be at that place for continuous 2 nights, 2 days, 2 nights, and then they fed themselves on the coconut fruit. But 3rd day when the rainwater ceased or when the rainwater level, when it got reduced, Prashant thought that he should go back to his village and see whether if his family is very much alive. And 3rd day when he decided to move on, he took a sturdy stick with him and he started to make his expedition long for the 18 kilometers where his village was situated. The moment when he started and slowly the way he was progressing towards his village, the scene was very macabre. It was very horrible because while he had to walk, while he had to swim in the water, he could see that there were many carcasses, corpses of human dead bodies, as well as cattle, goat, dog. We have seen everything. While he was swimming, he had to take away or push those dead bodies away and make his way towards his village. Even he could see that almost each and every village wherein he had passed, he had gone through, all the villages were been destroyed. Hardly he could see few houses, those were of cement and brick. And even we could see that finally when he reached his village Kalikuda, once upon a time at a place, at a distant place where his house stood, he could only see that there were remnants left, those were entangled in the branches of the trees. Looking after this terrible scenario, he was pretty sure that his family has died. But then to hoping positive side, he went in Red Cross shelter. I told you, my dear children, what is Red Cross shelter? It's an organization wherein it works whenever there is epidemic, where is there any calamity, disaster. This organization works for people and they help to get medicine, dispensary, food, everything. So the moment when he had been in Red Cross shelter, luckily he could find that his whole family was very much alive. The first member of the family whom he came across was his maternal grandmother. And later on, the whole family that was dispersed, that was totally disappointed, sad, wherein we can even see that the entire people, those who were there in the shelter, their faces were completely disappointed because they were homeless, because they were hungry for last 2 days. But for Prashant's family, when Prashant was back in their village, that was a miracle for them. The moment when he even saw his entire family, he was happy to see. But the other side, the moment when he glanced completely at the shelter, he could see that the people are disappointed. They are grieved. They have no idea now what to do. They are homeless. They are hungry. They are angry as well, because they did not know, they did not have the slightest idea that what was going to happen with them. Now they don't have even shelter to stay. So Prashant, looking after all this scenario, he himself decided that I should have grip on my emotions and I should do something. So this is the story of Prashant, who is only 19 years old, but he, being as a leader, he gets together all the youth members of the group and then he starts with a fight. He decides to get all the youth together and then he forms a community. We even have seen that when he could see that there were almost 2500 people in that shelter, and then it was very difficult to fill their bellies because hardly there were coconut fruits left. So with one determination, he got up and he got all the elderly people as well as youth, and then he went to the merchant and he pressurized merchant to share or part away some rice which he had. And when he returned back to shelter, he came victoriously. And now, my dear children, we'll continue with today's concluding part. What happens next? How he plays a role of leader in this group, how he forms the community, and how he is able to come over this obstacle. My dear children, I expect you all to open your page number 40 in your Moments textbook. Be with pen or pencil in the hand, because I am going to read the chapter and explain you the difficult word meaning. Let's continue. This time the delegation succeeded. Delegation, that's nothing but the task which I told you, my dear children. Succeeded, wherein he got success and returned triumphantly. Triumphantly means victoriously. What was the delegation? That he had to get some food for those people, those were there in Red Cross shelter. And when he returned, he got that rice which he wanted to share with all the people, those were there in the shelter. Wading through the receding which was reducing water with flood for the entire shelter. Then no one cared that the rice was already rotting. My dear children, underline the word rotting. Rotting is nothing but to get spoiled. Now if you see, my dear children, the group or the crowd was of almost 2500 people in that shelter, and it was very difficult for those people to feed their bellies for continuous 2 days. Prashant was the one who, from a group of youth as well as elderly people, and then he pressurized this merchant to get the rice. But now we can see, or we can just imagine, or we can feel how it is difficult for this entire group of 2500 people, that they were hungry for completely 2 days. So when they were with the rice, when they got the rice, but the rice was how it was in rotten condition, it was spoiled. But for these people, all of them, what had happened, like at least they had something to fill their stomach, so they did not care that the rice was rotting or it was spoiling. What they did next, branches from fallen trees gathered to light a reluctant, underline the word a reluctant. Reluctant is something which is not willing to, wherein it is very difficult, reluctant and slow fire on which to cook the rice. So now it was quite obvious when Prashant and the whole group of youth, when they got the rice, now the next step for the entire group was to cook the food, cook the rice. So for this reason they needed some fire, and when they lit the fire, how the fire was, it was reluctant, because they had to gather the branches. But my dear children, you know, now the entire village was dipped inside the water. What was the level? It was neck deep level. So now it is quite obvious, whatever the trees were there or the branches that had fallen on the ground, they were all wet because of water. So it was very difficult for the entire group to light the fire. So the reason even the fire was not willing to lit itself. But somehow they managed and they could cook the rice. For the first time in 4 days, the survivors means what? The people, those are now saved from this disaster, those who have witnessed this disaster at the cyclone shelter were able to fill their bellies. So my dear children, underline this word, very important. For the first time in 4th day, that means that was the 4th day wherein they were successful, who? Prashant and the youth of group, wherein they could gather some food for this entire what we can say crowd, and that was the 4th day wherein they could fill their bellies to full. His next task was to organize a team of youth volunteers. Youth means the people or the the boys or the girls who are of Prashant's age. Volunteers are nothing but those who come willingly and work for others, for needy people. So what he did, he organized, he got them all together, he gathered them, he made a team of youth volunteers to clean the shelter of filth. Filth is nothing but something which is full of garbage or dirt, urine, vomit, floating carcasses, and to tend to the wounds. To tend means to cover or to heal the wounds. Wounds is nothing but the injury wherein the survivor must have got, and the fractures of the many who had been injured. So the first thing what Prashant did for this family is that he got with some food for this entire shelter. The next task for Prashant was to clean the dirt that was there in the shelter. So he gathered all the youth members in that crowd, and what he did, that he started to clean the shelter which was full of filth, which was full of urine, which was full of vomit, floating carcasses, and to tend to cure the wounds. I mean, like when this disaster took place, probably in these 2 days, whosoever have met with this devastating catastrophic effect, obviously they must have met with some injury, some wound, they must have got fracture. So the next step for Prashant was to take care of the entire crowd, and it was really necessary to clean all the dirt because there were many chances to the wherein some epidemic would spread, some disease would spread, because the shelter was full of all this dirt. So it was quite necessary, it was very obvious. He himself, Prashant himself, and the group of youth, they all together decided that the very first thing, if they want to stop the spread of any disease, the spread of any epidemic, they had to clean this shelter which was full of filth, which was full of urine, which was full of vomit of people. There were dead bodies lying, there were dead bodies of human bodies were there, corpses were there. So they all together joined their hands and they decided to clean their shelter. Next, on the 5th day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped some food parcels. So now, my dear children, if you have seen on your television set, whenever you people come across, when you come to know there had been any flood or any disaster, any natural calamity in any of the state, we can see in the news channels also that the government raises some fund and then it arranges for some helicopters wherein they can drop, when they can flew over that state, and then they can drop some food parcel. So in this situation also, that was the 5th day when the government had arranged helicopters and then wherein they dropped some food parcel for those people, those who were hungry for last 3 to 4 days. So this was the 5th day when the helicopter came. The youth, it then did not return. So what had happened, what was the unfortunate thing, that though the helicopter came, but it only turned for once, and later on it did not come back, it did not return back to the same place. Now you can see, you can simply imagine that the crowd was almost of 2500 people, and then if you see that the food parcels, those were been dropped by the helicopter people, that means the government, it was probably not sufficient. The amount of food what they required to fill their bellies, to fill their stomach, it's something, it was in, they required in large quantity. So the thing, the food, the parcel, whatever was been dropped, it was not sufficient. So somewhere this crowd was still hoping, they were still waiting that once again the helicopter will flew up and then they will get some food to fill their stomach. But unfortunately the helicopter did not come back. So what was the option? How? What is the way to fill the stomach? There were small children, there were kids, I mean like there were the group of youth, the group of elderly people, and hardly the rice, it would have managed to fill their stomach only for a day or for a night. But what about the next day? So this was the big question for Prashant and the entire youth volunteers. So they had an idea. What they did, we will see. The youth task force means what? The group of those youth volunteers. What they did, they gathered something, that is the empty, page number 41 everyone, the empty utensils from the shelter. Then they deputed, underline the word deputed, is nothing but to instruct someone, to guide someone. They deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the waters around the shelter with these utensils on their stomachs, to communicate to the passing helicopters that they were hungry. So now if you can see this scenario wherein like on page number 40 only you can see wherein that there are few children, those who are lying now. This picture if you see, like see this one. So what we could see, that was the fifth day when the military helicopters, they came and they dropped food parcel, and later on they did not return. So for Prashant and the entire youth volunteer group, it was a big challenge that how they are going to communicate to the government that they are still hungry, they are in need of food, they want some food, they are unable to fill their bellies. So what they decided, that they will take some empty utensils that were left in shelter, and then there were some children, those whom they directed, whom they instructed to lie on the ground, and the area where they were lying, the area was full of water. I mean it was covered with the flood water, we know very well, because the entire village was filled with flood water. So this was the fifth day that some part somewhere around on the ground there was still water, and in that place only these children lie down, and with the empty utensils, you can see now on the stomach, you can see the empty utensils, and they faced looking upside, upward direction towards the sky. So whenever Prashant had an idea that whenever if in case helicopters they do come, and then if they can see, if they fortunately see that there are few children with the empty stomach, that indicates that we want food, we are hungry, we don't have any option, please do help us. Probably the food parcel which you had dropped, that is not sufficient for us. So this was the message which Prashant and the entire group wanted to convey to the government. And then we can see what had happened next, whether they were successful. So they deputed these children to communicate and to let the helicopters know that they were hungry. The message got through. Got through means what? The message was successfully convinced. I mean it was reached to the government, to those people, those were there in the helicopter. They got to know that the amount of food they have dropped, the food parcel whatever they had given, that was not sufficient. So they got through, they came to know that the people are still left hungry, and after that the helicopter made regular rounds of the shelter, airdropping food and other basic needs. So my dear children, this idea was completely successful. What? to take the empty utensils, place over the bellies, and then communicate to the government or the people, those who are there in the helicopter, to just let them know that they are so much hungry. And later on, once it was convinced to those people, they not only came all the time with the food parcel, but along with that they even provided with other basic needs. What would be the basic needs? Probably some medicines, probably some overcoat, or you can now in this picture also you can see here that there are some blankets or some some medicines which they needed. Probably they cannot make available because the entire village was washed away, so they have no option from where they can get the medicine. Yes, there was Red Cross shelter over there, the one which provided medicine, which provided basic needs. But whatever the amount or the material was left with this organization was probably not sufficient, was not left with ample of amount. So the reason, whatever the message Prashant and the youth, group of youth, they decided to convey to the government, it was successfully passed on. And finally, the helicopters all the time, they used to come often and they used to drop air from the air, those food parcel as well as the basic needs, whatever be needed for those needy people, for those homeless people. Next, Prashant found that a large number of children had been orphaned. My dear children, please do underline this word orphaned. Orphan is nothing but a condition or a state wherein a child loses his or her mother, either father or both of them. So we know that when this entire village was swept away by the swirl of this super cyclone, we can see that many people became homeless. So some might have lost their parents, some might have lost their children. So all were left in grief, they were grieving, they were sad, they were disappointed. But especially talking about the children, the first whom Prashant thought about, the idea about whom he thought to take care of, that there were children, those were orphaned. Unfortunately, they had lost their father or probably the mother or both of them. So he brought them together and put up a polythene shelter for them. So the first thing Prashant, who was only 19 years old, now you can see that he had got such a good leadership quality. He was not at all resembling completely on the government or the facilities that those have been provided by government later on. But being as a youth, being as a young blood, he decided that I should do something, I should get with good ideas, I should not keep on just dwelling in my own pain. I should come up, I should get out of this, and I should think about the people, those around me, about their sadness, about their grief, and I should do something that wherein I will be helpful for them. So the reason, the initial thing whom he cared about were those children, those were orphan, those who have lost their parents unfortunately in this disaster. So what he did, he got with a polythene sheet of a shelter, he gathered all those children together and he made them sit at one place. The second task, the second thing, or about the second person whom he thought was women were mobilized to look after them while the men secured food and materials for the shelter. My dear children, underline the word mobilized. Mobilized means nothing but the task which has been assigned or some instruction that has been given. So what he thought, first there are children, they don't know what to do, they are sad, they are disappointed, they are despair, they have lost their parents, they are in their own grief. So initial thing what he did, he gathered all these children together, made them sit in that shelter. The women, those who, even those who have lost their family, for them also he must have convinced, he must have told, and he must have instructed to look after them. So obviously there needed some elderly person who would take care of those children. So what was the task given to those women? They took care of the children. They probably must have taken, like, if they are not well, if they need something, or if they have got any injury or anyone or any love, care, affection, that is something a woman can give. So Prashant thought that he should gather all those women group, and then he should instruct all those ladies in that group that at least think about those children. Now those are orphan, those are homeless. So you are the one who can probably better take care of them, provide them love, affection, the care, the motherly love. Probably now these children are suffering. They want that, they are in need of that. So he told the entire group of women to look after the children, as well as he even thought about the men. Men secured means what? They obtained, they got. What they got? They got food and materials for the shelter, wherein the entire group of men were being mobilized, were given one assignment to secure, to bring some food and material for the entire shelter. Shelter means the group of people those had taken refuge over there. Then, as the weeks passed, Prashant was quick to recognize, to identify that women and children were sinking means to diving deeper and deeper in their grief. Please do underline this statement, which has got really depth. It conveys a lot of things, it really conveys. That is, moment, like, after weeks went past, Prashant could recognize what he could recognize, that the women as well as the children, they were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. Grief is nothing but the sadness, because they have lost their entire family probably. So the days kept on passing, but the entire group was unable to come out of this pandemic, out of this shock, out of this panic probably. And so he could recognize. So what can be done? What could be done for this entire group? So what he does is he persuaded. Persuaded means what? He convinced, to convince someone, to tell someone, to make someone agree. So he persuaded the women to start working in the food for work program started by an NGO for the children. He organized sports events. So now the women, those who were there, they were all saddened, because probably those were widows, those must have lost their children, their very own children. So now, but this is the case, this is the situation wherein the people have to come out of this shock, this disaster, and they have to move on. So what can be done? What could be done in this situation? Prashant thought that initially he should let the women get involved, engaged in some work, so that they will get diverted, and so that they will start thinking about the future. They'll come out of their grief. And so he made them work in an NGO. NGO is nothing but the non-government organization which works on no profit, no loss. As well as he arranged some sports for those children. He himself loved to play cricket, and so he organized cricket matches for children. Prashant engaged with other volunteers in helping the widows and children to pick up their broken pieces of their lives. To pick up their broken pieces means to come over their grief and now to forget and move on. The initial government plan was to set up institutions for orphans and widows. However, this step was successfully resisted. Resisted means opposed, as it was felt that in such institutions children would grow up without love, and widows would suffer from stigma and loneliness. So when the government started to make some plans, initially government thought that they should make some plan wherein they'll make different shelter for the orphan children as well as widows. But this plan was opposed by the entire youth volunteer, because they thought that if the children would grow without the support, without the care or affection of elderly people, probably they would not get the proper atmosphere. So this plan was opposed by Prashant and the group of volunteers. So what he decided, Prashant's group believed orphans should be resettled. Resettled means they should start living once again in their own community itself. Possibly if new foster families made up of childless widows and children without adult care. So he thought that the best idea is to resettle the entire group in their own community, forming foster families. What is foster families? Is nothing but the children, those who have lost their parents, and the parents, those who have lost their children, they would come together and they would restart reunion with one family. So this was the best idea which was thought of by Prashant, and he worked on that. And later on, it is 6 months after the devastation of the super cyclone. This time Prashant's wounded spirit means what? Whatever the pain he had got because of this super cyclone has healed. He had come up simply because he had no time to bother. Bother means to think about his own pain. His handsome youth face is what the widows and the orphan children of his village seek out. Seek out means to look out most in their darkest hour of grief. Darkest means what? The pain which they are suffering now. What for them Prashant is the ray of hope. So my dear children, what we have seen is, this is, if you people, if you happen to have to fall in this unfortunate condition, somewhat like that, you been as a young youth, even you should have some leadership quality and do something like Prashant. I hope you have understood the story, enjoyed equally, and written down all the difficult word meaning. Till the time, take care everyone. Bye bye.